That's the reason I'm a bit formally and blame me. I just formal by default. And since today is Mandela Day, I thought I would open with a very short quotation. You may have heard it from Mr. Mandela, but maybe you didn't. And the quote is, oh, I'm not holding the microphone. Can you believe it? I've walked that long road to freedom. I've tried not to falter. I've made missteps along the way. But I've discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one finds that there are many more hills to climb. I have taken a moment here to rest, to steal a view of the glorious vista that surrounds me, to look back on the distance I've come. But I can only rest for a moment, for with freedom comes responsibility, and I dare not linger, for my long walk is not yet ended. When I listen to young people here talk about what they are dreaming to do, I realize there are so many more hills ahead of us. But just to introduce myself, I'm the author of this book, and my 3-minute pitch would be something like this, all right? There are 50 chapters in this book, 300 pages, 10 years of experience, weekly broadcasts on radio, travel to about 25 countries for a bargain price of 236. So you are getting less than a rand a page. The book is available down here at Exclusive Books. You go down the escalator when you leave. I'm happy to sign it. But why did I write the book? Because I do many other things. For the past 10 years, I've been broadcasting on 702 every Tuesday talking about African business. And now on Thursdays in the morning on SAFM, I talk about the same thing, African business, and I unashamedly look for positive stories to tell people about the continent. Therefore, I can't do malaria, I can't do hunger, I can't do corruption, I can't do big man syndrome who doesn't want to leave the office. I talk only about the positive side of the continent because I think we are missing it and we continue to miss it. So the book resulted from the 10 years that I spent looking at the continent and telling people about how good a continent it is to invest. I reduced it to this. Last thing about the book I need to say is that I tried to write it in an accessible style so that even if you don't know economics, even if you don't know business much, even if you don't know which side of the continent Liberia is versus Kenya, you'll still be okay. And at the end, I have a chapter called Think, Talk and Walk African, which is a 10-point guide that helps you. The things that we're always talking about, don't go there arrogant. They'll bring you down to earth. Things like what kind of thinking you need to get it right when you do business with the continent. So that's what I do. I help companies, I help multinationals, I help individuals who want to know about the continent, advise them where to go, what not to do, how not to do things. And I'm hoping that you will take this book and you will take the next hill that lies in the way of every South African, which is to get into the rest of the continent. I caution you though in the book that there are 3 things you need to get right, because I don't have a long time to speak. 1, we need to sort out the way we think about the continent. Not think of it as an abandoned place, as a place that needs our help, as a place that needs to be rescued. Number 2, we need to change where we look at it from. When you stand in Pretoria and you're talking about Tanzania, Tanzania will look very strange, very different to what it is when you're on the ground in Dar es Salaam, in whatever. The third thing I talk about is the way we behave when we are doing business on the continent. So just to close, where you stand when you look at the African continent must change. Travel. Number 2, how you behave when you are outside of South Africa and doing business. Number 3, Steve Biko said, the most potent weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. So if your thinking is all messed up, you are going to mess up your business. You are not going to see the opportunity. So change where you stand, behave differently, and most importantly, think differently about the content. I hope to be able to encourage you to look at the content more positively and share with you some of the anecdotes that I've seen over the past 10 years. Thank you.